Hello to everybody watching Bram Sportes. I am Brandon Ramos, your host, and today is Wednesday, July the 2nd, 2025, and let's get started with the information that I have for you today. And let's start with the MLB, the Tuesday scores. And let's start with three games that got postponed due to inclement weather. They are the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies, the Detroit Tigers taking on the Washington Nationals, and the Milwaukee Brewers versus the New York Mets. All of these three games will have double headers on Wednesday. Again, these games were postponed on Tuesday due to inclement weather. Then the game between the Cincinnati Reds and the Boston Red Sox, where the Red Sox were up 2-1 in the top of the fourth inning. Then it got suspended due to weather as well. So the game will resume on Wednesday, and then the regular scheduled game will also happen on Wednesday. And now for the games that did occur on Tuesday, we start with the Blue Jays, who got the win over the Yankees 12-5, with George Springer having a huge day, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs for him. The Miami Marlins defeated the Minnesota Twins 2-0. Kyle Stowers hit a home run, and pitching wise, Eduard Cabrera had 7 innings with 6 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed. A great performance there by Cabrera. The Pirates a 1-0 victory over the St. Louis Cardinals. The only run came via a Henry Davis sac fly in the bottom of the eighth inning. That was the only one for the Pirates in this game. And so, pitching wise, Paul Skeens was on the mound. He went 5 innings, 5 strikeouts in this game. Of course, a huge factor for Pittsburgh. The Athletics defeated the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3 in 10 innings. A go-ahead sac fly in the top of the 10th inning by Austin Wins for the Athletics gave the win to his team. And pitching wise, let's shift to the Tampa Bay Rays, because Shane Bass went 7 innings, 11 strikeouts. Of course, a huge factor for him, a huge reason why this game went to extra innings. But again, the Athletics got the win there, 4-3. The Los Angeles Angels defeated the Atlanta Braves 4-0. All of the runs came in the eighth inning for the Angels. And a one of the big plays for Los Angeles was a Jorge Soler 2-run double. That is what the Angels. That was one of the big plays for the Angels, who get the win there on the road. The Rangers all over the Orioles, 10-2. Adolis Garcia had 4 RBIs in this game. Pitching wise, Jacob DeGrom went 6 innings, 6 strikeouts in this game. Texas wins at home. The Cubs defeated the Cleveland Guardians 5-2. Carson Kelly, the catcher for the Cubs, 3 RBIs in this game. And once again, let's shout out some pitching. Matthew Boyd went 7 innings, 5 strikeouts in this game. The Houston Astros defeated the Colorado Rockies 6-5. Houston scored 5 runs in the third inning. And Victor Caratini, he had 1 home run and 4 RBIs in this game. Of course, a huge factor for the Astros on the road. The Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the San Francisco Giants 8-2. Arizona hit 4 home runs, including a Jake McCarthy 3-run home run. Arizona was down 2-0 early in this game, but then 8 unanswered runs by the Diamondbacks gave them the win at home. The Kansas City Royals defeated the Seattle Mariners 6-3. Salvador Perez, once again, huge factor for the Royals. 3 RBIs for him in this game. And the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the Chicago White Sox 6-1. A 4-run first inning for LA is what got things started for them. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the starting pitcher for the Dodgers in this game, went 7 innings and 8 strikeouts. And the Dodgers get the win there at home. And let's continue with the WNBA, as the Commissioner's Cup Championship occurred on Tuesday night between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Link. And the Fever got the win here 74-59. Natasha Howard had 16 points, 12 rebounds, a double double for her, as well as her teammate Aaliyah Boston. She had 12 points, 11 rebounds in this game. Of course, the huge players in this game. And Sophia Cunningham, let's also shout out her as she had 13 points and 7 rebounds. Everybody contributing for the Fever win, and not only a win, but a championship for them in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup. And let's continue with some soccer. The FIFA Club World Cup, the round of 16, concluded on Tuesday with Real Madrid getting the win over Juventus 1-0 and Borussia Dortmund taking down Monterrey 2-1. And then on Monday, there were also games on Monday with Fluminense, who took down Inter Milan 2-0, and in extra time, a very interesting and exciting game between Al Hilal and Manchester City, where Al Hilal got the win there 4-3. And so the quarterfinal matches are as follows: Palmeiras will take on Chelsea, PSG will take on Bayern Munich, Fluminense versus Al Hilal, and Real Madrid will take on Borussia Dortmund. They are 5 European teams still standing, 2 of them from South America, and one a team from Saudi Arabia. And the quarterfinal matches will be on Friday and Saturday. And in the CONCACAF Gold Cup, the semifinal matches will be today, Wednesday, Mexico taking on Honduras and the United States taking on Guatemala. And of course, the winners will head to the CONCACAF Gold Cup final on Sunday. And now let's update you on some Wimbledon action in some tennis, as they are 9 U.S. men players still standing, 4 of them ranked, including 5th seed Taylor Fritz, 10th seed Ben Shelton, 12th seed Francis Tiafoe, and 13th seed Tommy Paul. And on the women's side, 11 U.S. women tennis players still standing in the second round, 5 of them ranked. You had 6th seed Madison Keys, 10th seed Emma Navarro, 13th seed Amanda Anisimova, 28th seed Sophia Kenin, and 31st seed Ashlyn Kreger. All of these players moving on, as well as other U.S. Tennis players moving on in the second round of Wimbledon. A total of 20 Americans still standing in this tournament. And now let's take a quick look at the El Paso teams right here in the borderland, as the El Paso Chihuahuas are on the road in a 6-game series against the Albuquerque Isotopes. And it was a back and forth game on Tuesday, the first game of this series. However, the Chihuahuas fell short here as Albuquerque got the win 9-7. And of course, the second game of this series will be on Wednesday. Chihuahuas now 5-2 on the second half of the minor league season. And this will conclude Bram Sportes on this Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I am your host, Brandon Ramos. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel so you can know when a new episode is uploaded. And we'll see you on Friday.